landscaping coach, L.Wallace, Midwest Landscaping. Just doing a drive-by here in Orange, California at a project that I installed last spring. Almost 1 year to today. We had this job put in. Uh, we were honored to be able to get the first place award for in our Southern California or California Landscape Contractors Association's Orange County chapter. We have the Orange County Green, which is an environmental category from the standpoint of drought tolerant, water conserving landscape materials and methods. We have a nice drip system in here. We have different mulches and California native and drought tolerant plant materials. So I just decided to come over this afternoon and do a drive-by, so to speak, and check out things after 1 year. The client told me she hopes that everything looks to my liking and to my approval. So I'm doing a little bit of spring fertilization for the plant material, giving some nutrients to kick in for the new year. We do a quarterly basis type of fertilization with different products that we get from Herbojet Ecological Solutions. And so we're going to just walk through. I'm going to show you some things, and I haven't walked the job site yet, so we'll get surprised together. All right. As we walk up on the job site, we have some echeverias and stuff that looks like they're doing pretty well. We have our what is this now? Yeah, I can't even think of it. That's kind of bad. I'll think of it before I leave, though. This is a Salvia Wolfer Gilman. This is also known as Cleveland sage. It's native here in California. If you go on certain freeways, this stuff is growing wild. It's very, very fragrant. Looks like she pruned it back, so which is great because that way it's going to really have nice spikes to it. It could get pretty woody if you let it get out of hand. So this looks really good. And we have this rosemary here. This rosemary is called Huntington Carpet. It's more of a low spreader. And as you see, it's going way out here in the sidewalk. So I have to do a little bit of trimming on that to bring it back. But it's doing really well. Really well. And we have a salvia here. This particular salvia is called an Annie. It's a salvia gregae. Nice, beautiful flowers on this bad boy. Or bad girl. And it's really kicking in a lot of blooms right now, early in the spring. Our mulch looks pretty good. It's kind of dry. They have a mulch magic you can put on this, but we're not going to put any mulch magic on here. Just kind of see what's going on with it, and maybe we'll do some treatment to it, but I don't think so. If we do anything, we'll probably top it off a little bit more mulch. I'll talk to the client about that, because there's a couple areas looks like there's some dirt and stuff coming up, so I'll discuss it with her. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a fresh up with some mulch. We have our plants here. They got double spike. Man, that's really cool. So it's getting ready to bloom out. It's a yucca. This is called a yucca. I'll remember the botanical name pretty soon. We got a low voltage cable I got to get covered up there, and another salvia, like it's been cut back pretty hard. And our rosemary is really moving out. And all of the yuccas, they're getting ready to go to bloom. Give them some nutrients and they'll do really well. Over here in the containers, what is this? I think it's like another salvia. The full sun. We got these nice little planter boxes going on to accent both sides of the garage. Got these pots from Pottery Manufacturing, located over in Yardee, California. Really nice place to get pots and vases. They have a very, very large selection of vases. This particular vase is this is actually a fiberglass. She liked that style, and it's a really nice vase or container. Yeah, so this is a salvia, another Annie. So that's what's that over there too. It's probably an Annie also. As we go around in the front, looks like we have some begonia Richmond densis that need to be taken out and replaced. Like they had a hard time here this past winter. So those are two that need to come out. Our gardenia like is doing pretty good. Gave us some food. The azalea lark that really kicked in big time this past blooming season. Normally azaleas, they bloom out in the fall here in Southern California. There's different varieties that bloom at different times, but a lot of the azaleas we have around here, they bloom like the winter time and early spring. And so if you have azaleas where you're at, Put down in the comments and let me know when the bloom time and most of your azaleas are. Because here in Southwest and Southern California, a lot of our azaleas are in bloom, like in their early spring and late winter, and it's still kicking in pretty well. Really nice blooms on this. Our jasmine's getting ready to bloom. Looks like it's gonna have a really big show of blooms here. Be really fragrant as you come into the front of the house. You can see all the fresh new growth here because of the different colors. You see the dark green versus the really light green. So all this is new growth in the past, probably a month or so. It's like about 3 to 5 inches of growth here. A lot of blossoms. Now I'll swing around and take a look. Wow. Look at the stars and carpet. We put stars and carpet in here. This is a ground cover, and we did it in different plugs. And there's a subsurface drip irrigation system that's in here. And it looks like it's doing really well. Give us some nutrients to help it out a little bit. And I was pointing also about the mulch. Maybe the mulch magic would be a good thing to do here. Is put the mulch magic down. That way it can kind of brighten up things, or to put in some fresh mulch just to top it off rather than put any kind of spray on these. I'll talk with her and let her know, find out what we're going to do. Here's a dry stream bed. Looks like it's got quite a bit of activity going on here. Looks like got an irrigation situation happening here. What's going on back here? Wow. It's like the homeowner took out all these. They used to be agapanthus here, so it looks like he took them all out and maybe damaged the system as he was taking them out, and so he had to do a fix there. It looks like he capped off one and is doing a fix. Interesting. But that's what's happening over in this corner here. There used to be agapanthus all in here, so it looks like he decided to take them out, and so he's having at it. We got a really nice landscape back there in the back with drought tolerance and a lot of succulents going on. They're all in bloom right now. Look like it's a bunch of aloes that are in bloom right now. And this plant right here is called fire sticks, and I think they're from it's a one particular family that the sap from these are poisonous, so you got to really euphorbia. Yeah, this isn't a euphorbia. So even though it's really nice and beautiful and stuff, you got to be really careful because the sap is poisonous. But the aloes, man, they're really looking nice. They're sticking up in the air. They're showing off. That's great, man. I like seeing that. That landscape back there in that backyard and that mulch, it's a bigger chip mulch in that back, and so it's looking really good back there. We got our status. It's going on. It's looking pretty good. We have another variety of a salvia, and this is a really, I can't think of the variety this one is, but it has a really small flower on it. It's really dainty, soft. It's a totally different type of salvia. This lavender looks like in this status needs some food. This one needs a little bit of trimming back to bring down the height. Yeah, and so bringing in some more gravel will probably be very a wise idea to be able to get rid of all the seed where all these pipes and stuff are coming up where you can see the pipes. So bring in a little bit of mulch and some more gravel just to top things off to kick in the year. These geraniums are looking pretty decent. A drip line, yeah, so it looks like just a touch up of some mulch is needed here at this job site. Most of the landscape plant material is salvias and some basic plants. The plant palette wasn't extreme. I think there's like 3 or 4 different plants that went into this palette. But this is what's happening out here. The yuccas is really showing off to get really tall, really beautiful flower, and the hummingbirds love them. So this is what's going on. Looks like down here on this rosemary, it looks like it has a little challenge with mites. So that's why it's kind of dried out looking. So we'll have to turn on the irrigation system and find out what's happening. Give it some food, and hopefully things will turn around near. A little bit of trimming on this salvia. And on this side looks a lot better than the other side. That's interesting. I have to check out the watering time on here to find out what the difference is, because these are all planted at the same time, but you notice how thick and beautiful, and got bees going on here, a lot of beneficials happening. And it's just that this side of the property looks really, really healthy and really nice and thick and robust. And as you come over on this side, it's okay, but it's pretty thin. So we have to find out what type of runtime that she has for the irrigation system and make some adjustments. And hopefully we'll be able to get this up to speed where everything is balanced out rather than being one-sided and top-heavy on one side versus the other. Looks like the Echeveria's had a little rough time to go, so that one is not doing that well. Basically died off. So she'll probably replace those with a different type of plant material altogether. And as you see, the rosemary, the Huntington carpet is just stretching itself out everywhere. So all in all, things look pretty decent. Come through doing some technical pruning on the salvias and definitely on the rosemary, and give us some nutrients, give us some C extra, hydrotane, and some bloomplex. I'll have a link description that tells you where you can locate these products for the nutrition. It's going to really kick in the blooms and give it a lot of strength as you go into the for summer stress, the heat. And so I'll put a link down in the description that tells you about the ArborJet Ecological products, so that way you can be able to find out where it's a distributor where you're at, so you can try the products out. Really happy with the ground covers, really taken off quite a bit. Kind of disappointed in some of the other plant material that we'll take care of and make sure things are happening and get some nutrients going on. So there you go, a little walkthrough, drive by, as we say here in SoCal, of the plant material, and just checking out the job site to see how things are growing out here in Orange, California. So please be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification bell so when videos like this come up, you can be able to check it out. Put your comments down in the comments and let me know what you think. Make your suggestions and just give me your input on what's happening here. That really helps the algorithm and helps to build the channel up. I really appreciate you viewing the videos. And remember, I'm your landscape coach. See you in the next video.